Greetings and welcome to Die Drink Die presents the Grimstone Chronicles, specifically the Master of Puppets campaign, the side campaign, the previous stated campaign name. Season 1, Episode 30. I'm your DM and host tonight, Marty, joined by the full Ontario crew. I'm going to unmute their mics at the previously established levels of warmness. Ahmed only gets half warm, Mark gets a little over half warm, and Adam's at 80% warm because...
Sound 1-2, is that the right amount of warmness?
Yeah, I think... Let me know if anyone's too quiet, but I think pre-game chatter is good for two things. Pre-game chatter with your friends, as well as setting the mic levels.
Sound check.
Yeah.
Oh, Wither, you don't know how much that... Marty, you got yourself a voice for country music. How'd you feel about that?
I'd prefer rock, but at least rock and country are kind of the same.
Get along.
Country is blues based. At least the country that I like. Like none of this. Like really, what do you call that? There's a different kind of country that
Bluegrass.
Bluegrass country is. No, I'm not a fan, but blues based country is fine because a lot of the rock that I like is derivative of blues, right? So
right.
Yeah.
It's rock
on the tree of music. They all kind of go back to the same sort of thing. And then
your girl left you, your dog ran away, and your truck broke down.
Yeah, exactly.
That is now country blues.
Next song, all those things in different order. I'd much prefer rock. And the root of heavy metal is Black Sabbath. There might be a few other minor influences, but I'm happy that I can sing Ozzy. So get to the root.
But the real question isn't can you sing Ozzy, it's can you speak Ozzy?
No one speaks Ozzy.
Ozzy can't speak Ozzy.
Well, you need to take a grape and put it in your mouth and not chew it and then talk.
Kind of move your tongue around it.
Move your tongue around it. I imagine that might be how you train. You take a D30, put it in your mouth, and talk. And don't swallow it, because that... Wow, okay.
That will be an interesting explanation to the doctor of, my tummy hurts, why? Let's take an x-ray.
Because I swallowed a D30.
It feared me.
That's one big damn dice.
All right. It's cool that you just have it in reach.
I have a D100 in reach, Ahmed. Don't make me come over there and use it.
If he rolls that, if his floors aren't level, it will be rolling for 5 minutes.
I'm like, oh, it's going down the stairs. It's like a slinky. It's fun for everyone until someone steps on it and breaks an ankle. Okay, how is everyone doing tonight? I feel we're off to a weird start because I didn't do the normal start because I was doing two things at once, and I'm still kind of groggy from a nap. So, perfect.
I'm groggy from lack of nap.
I am ready for the holidays to begin. This last little sprint at work has been, it's called work, so it's been a thing. But I'm actually, I don't know if people are familiar. There's a Canadian arm wrestler who's really famous called Devin Larratt.
I'm guessing most aren't.
there are Canadians in this call that are familiar with it.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Oh yeah, the Canadian arm wrestler Derek is his name. What?
Devin Larratt. He's actually world renowned in the arm wrestling world because he, for like 3 years, had the left and right arm. He was champion of both arms.
Was he a trucker and he did his workout?
He was actually a special forces guy.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to make fun of him.
He's really. But I got one of his shirts on. It's really cool. So I want to just show off the cool Canadian arm wrestling shirt with the dudes and the hand thing and all like. Argh. And it's
very handy.
Oh, very handy. Exactly. Will tear it off. It's not a question of if tear it off. It's will tear it off. Actually, is built to hold on and not let go. just tapping out. Holding on. Holding on there, boss. So yeah, just repping the, Canadian interesting strength sports and some Canadians in it makes me happy. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Ahmed, what's going on in your world?
Not much. Been practicing the Thogrim voice. Freaking out my wife again. It's all good.
So no one knows who Thogrim is. So there may be a chance to mix up characters and introduce new ones when the two storylines of Grimstone Chronicles and Master of Puppets collide.
That's assuming we don't take the Grimstone Chronicles and drive it into the mountain.
Right.
We still might drive into a mountain.
Assuming we survive.
A couple of the players have created new characters, and Thogrim is one of Amit's new characters.
Yeah.
Which will either be a replacement for one of your characters should they die, or if characters go off.
The
and
only
do
one
other
left
things.
here is Grakkel, and I like him.
Well, what's his will save?
Shitty.
You don't like him that enough. You don't like him that bad.
Maybe we got a lich that's gonna make some Grakkel spackle for his tower.
Grakkel spackle. Nice. I'm gonna feel really bad, by the way, if Grakkel does die.
Oh yeah.
Oh, funny. Okay. Mark, what's going on in your world? What video game are you poning right now?
I got catfished by Cyberpunk 2077.
It's not very good. It's not finished, is what I've seen.
It is a glitchy mess. It is. I haven't had I've seen stuff online, and what I've played is not the dumpster fire I've seen online. Thank God. It's still playable, but every now and then it's I got to go back to the last save point because a glitch happened and I can't continue. But I'm gonna play it. But
not good.
What
graphics on the base PS4 are not what I.
What style of game is it?
It's
first-person shooter, isn't it?
RPG style.
Yeah, RPG style first-person.
Deus Ex.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Explain to Winner King what catfish means, my friend. So that means I was promised one thing through the internet and did not receive same thing.
The full terminology there, Wither, is from noodling, which is how you catch catfish if you're a redneck. You jump in the swamp or in the muddy water and you stick your finger in the catfish hole and you wiggle it around because it looks like a worm. And then the catfish bites your finger, and you're like, I caught it. I got you.
Now watch me go catch a gator.
I don't think Mark tried to play Baldur's Gate, but I bitched a little bit at the stream about my experience of playing 3 hours of Baldur's Gate. It's not a complete game, and
it's not finished.
It's not finished. Put it back in. Some of the things I've seen online, video clips, look really cool, but it's just not finished. And first level 5th edition characters, oh my god, they're boring to play. You can only do one thing, and when the one thing doesn't work, it doesn't.
It doesn't. You don't do anything. I'm not someone who loses my freaking mind if a game gets delayed. If it's getting delayed, it's because it's not done. So just be patient. This needed to be put back in the oven for another few months.
Now these are the same guys that did Witcher, right?
I wait for the patches to come out because I got.
No. There's no excuse. He's fucking. I'm releasing an unfinished game, but don't worry, a patch is coming. Fuck you.
I was in China. I couldn't get the patch, so I had to go do Blighttown at 3 frames per second.
Oh god!
Because I couldn't get the patch. I was in China.
The guys
I was wandering Blighttown at frame. I'm now toxic, and half my health bar is gone. That was fun.
Yeah, I think so. Wither, were these the guys that made Witcher, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm surprised that they would have.
I was too, because
they were probably pressured.
Witcher 3 had the game-breaking glitch for PC when it came out, where it counted durability based on frames per second. So if your computer was kick-ass one like Marty's, 3 sword swings, your weapon would be out of durability because it was counting each frame. And if you're running at 2,000 frames in the background, you're at 20 or 30 times durability drain.
You're just
the
breaking
console
swords
release is
everywhere.
good.
Your sword's broken. Can't get through the blade.
What a weird bug. All right, you guys ready to play?
Yep, good to go.
You want to do recap of what happened last time? I renamed it. I forgot what the original name was, but since this is the first time it appeared in both these campaigns, I'm going to just simply call this one Reincarnation. Junker reincarnates both Tessara Wynn and her husband, Glaren of the Woad. Barnabus makes a deal with Tessara for her help to confront the Lich Maleficant, the Dreadmoth. Junker Ghost, Grakkel, and Mort help Tessara retrieve a magic staff from the Temple of the Seldarine. There, they discover another doppelganger has replaced Tessara and that Mort's likeness is being shared amongst the authorities. The party and the Wynn family join Vigo's wagon train as they leave Fortress Top. Ghost sniffs out 2 doppelgangers in the caravan who are quickly dispatched, but not before they howl a warning. Dispatched from Fortress Top are rock-riding elves and a horde of monkeys that give chase. You guys dispatched the rocks, and I think only 1 or 2 of the elves out of the 8 of them died. You sent them off with Spark to go deal with the monkeys. Basically, you were able to convince them after you took them prisoner, or you made them surrender, that you were not the enemy, and that the horrible nest of doppelgangers that has infiltrated Fortress Top was truly the enemy. And then your caravan regrouping, gathering up 2 wagons and a couple of extra horses, leaving 1 wagon behind, continue to race for the train station at Haxbridge.
Yep.
The party spends the next 2.5 days riding at a good clip through the forest road that leads from Fortress Top all the way to Haxbridge. There are no encounters along the way. I'm going to go to just the conversation for a moment. Let me grab the Wynn family.
Yeah, where are those guys?
I'm gonna take this dex penalty off of Junker.
Yeah,
He got
yeah.
fixed.
All right, Modron. Today's a new day. Stop fucking with me.
It doesn't work. That's not how praying to Modron works.
I'm making a deal. I'm making a deal here.
Modron doesn't like you. Modron doesn't like anybody.
Please don't fuck me over.
We'll say that you guys have ridden the horses pretty hard, and we're taking just a quick break. You should arrive in Haxbridge in a couple of hours. You're basically watering the horses and getting ready for your next move.
Pairs endurance and cure spells keep them going.
So, what the fuck are you gonna do? Well, given what you folks have told me about these doppelgangs, says Vigo, I think I'll break up my little band and go try my fortune at a different place.
Ghost and Junker are giggling into Zumi about the word little being used there, because his band is him and like 2 yabos. Like,
there
there's 2
were
jackasses.
there were 2 guys on horses and then enough singular people to drive the wagon. So yeah, there was yeah.
They're laughing at the little being used there.
Yep. It was a pleasure traveling with all of you. I owe you my hides, says Vigo. He glances over at the Wynn family. Something tells me that they owe you as well.
Well,
There's
like,
things that... God. Sorry, Barnabus.
no, it's fine. I always do the talking. You go ahead.
I was going to say, they're trying to get out and trying to probably copy you as well. It is a good thing that we caught them. Otherwise, you and your entire group would have been killed. That is all I had to say. Sorry.
All right then.
Cheerful, but not untrue, I suppose. I think I might try my luck up at Denevar.
I was in Denevar.
It's another crossroads. It's what Haxbridge will be in maybe 100 years.
Well, good luck to you.
Barnabas, with your knowledge, geography, you know that Denevar is kind of on the is like on the other side of the Elster Vale. It's along the Sunrise River, and it is a city.
It's like further along the train.
It's further along the train. It would be the next stop on the train north.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we'll end up there.
Hey, you think there's work for me there? If you want. Yeah, I think I might go to Denevar as well. Foundry sounds like a shithole.
It's not a, yeah, it's kind of a shithole.
Yeah,
Yeah. But it's all shithole, so.
Foundry's got some money, but they also have a lot of imperial interests there. Denevar's a little, well, looser than certain parts of Foundry.
Oh, you haven't seen Southwall, do whatever the fuck you want there.
Southwall. I stand corrected. They are from a shitty part of Foundry.
Hi.
Rat's nod. Yep, we're from the
Yep.
shithole.
It's not that bad. Okay, it's pretty bad, yeah.
So when we get into town, I think we'll part ways quickly. Do you want to ride all the way into town, or do you want to walk on your own 2 feet?
I think we'll be. Well, he's. Oh, did they fix? Or sorry, did Tassara fix her husband's leg yet?
Over the 3 days to Sara, give me a second. I believe regeneration.
I think we jet in the 7th.
I think so. Yeah.
Maybe 8th. I think it's 7th.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the material component. No material component. Yeah, the day after the attack, that next morning,
He's got his leg back.
his leg has been regenerated.
Okay. Yeah, I think we'll be fine to walk.
I don't know the train schedule, but I suppose we'll be parting ways there. I tell you what, I'll let you have the passenger wagon. You could trade it in when you get to Haxbridge.
Oh, much appreciated.
It's the least I can
we'll
do.
take you up on that offer.
I think you and I are gonna. I think we should avoid Haxbridge altogether. If we're not catching a train, well, we could catch a train.
I don't think you can catch a train, Carlos. You have a unique look.
Talking about tall I am, right?
Yeah. That and all the wanted posters that are probably up now.
Yeah, well, looking for gladiators.
Well, listen, you actually want to be one past the void Haxbridge, I'd say.
No, there are some forest roads that I'm familiar with. We'll take the long way to Denevar.
Well, best of luck.
Yep. Vigo shakes Barnabus's hand and just gives everyone else a nod.
Ghost is going to go up to the, I can't remember his name.
Goros.
Goros, and offer a tiny little claw hand.
Yep. Yeah.
Hey.
Thanks for the muffin.
There's a mischievous smile, and he just steps back.
Goros takes off like something from his belt. Looks like it's wrapped up. Actually, he's got like 2 backpacks. One of them looked like it was from one of the elves. He looks at it. Don't know what the fuck this is. You can have it. And we will consider the boon spent.
Cool.
He took something off the elves. He doesn't know what it is. He's
He
not
borrowed a thing.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Ill-gotten booty. Spells were really annoying. Felt really good to shoot them out of the sky.
That was a fun fight. The look on your faces when they're shooting your horses. You're like all dancing around with your 30 plus ACs. No.
Like, oh, your horse got AC 15. Oh no. Oh, it's a problem.
Okay, Vigo, Goros, the remainder of Vigo's roadmen and a couple of horses take the next exit down a very slender forest trail, just big enough for their wagon to disappear behind. Goros, the last thing you see is Goros sitting on the back of the wagon. He just gives you guys a nod, and they exit stage left. Leaving your party to kind of cram into the remaining wagon with the Wynn family.
Yeah.
The rats are in the driver's seat, so
Yeah.
Yep.
they're not. In the squeeze.
Barnabus is gonna sit in the carriage.
Yeah, Chaga's going into the carriage as well.
I'm gonna sit on the top of the cart.
Okay, Grakkel's up there with Horace the bird. Mort,
Guess
where are
I'm
you?
a fucking umbrella again. He's on top.
Okay, you're on top.
So Chaga beside I'm just wondering what are the bench configurations? Cause
Yeah,
there's
it's Barnabus going, would you move over, Chaga?
Yeah, okay.
You get 1/3 the bench, that's it.
Yes, 1/3. And he's pointing at where his butt's actually touching the bench and not like the bulge around it. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about my size. Glaren is small, get him to scooch over.
Wow.
Glaren had his new leg out, like he was
Yeah.
feeling the toes. You could see his toenails haven't grown in.
Ew.
Like the leg doesn't have any hair on it. It looks really fresh, and there's no toenails.
Okay, touch your smooth leg.
He pulls on a woolen sock and then is doing up his leather boots.
How's the new leg?
Fine. It tingles a bit.
It's weird that you don't have toenails. I'm sorry.
Scary.
They will grow in time. We just have to make sure they grow straight. Yeah. An ingrown toenail is... I would take that over
Yeah.
over not having a leg any day.
Yeah. Fortunate bit that was, yeah. You'd been gone for a while.
You could see Tesserl is kind of sulky. He's rolling his eyes at anything his father says. Seven's just sitting there quietly and listening.
So it's going to be a bit awkward, perhaps. Given your new, well, about the same age as your children, that's got to be fucking weird.
It's only weird if you make it weird, says Tessara. Now, tell me about Foundry. It has been a dog's age since I've been there.
Oh, well, we're going to South Wall, so it's basically, there's a sheriff and some constables that don't do fuck all. So it's the gangs that run the place. Fortunately, we just look at a friend of ours up there is influential, shall we say, in one of the neighbourhoods that the tower borders. So most folks just leave us alone, and we've got friends in another neighbourhood, so really our only opposition that I can anticipate is Metaphor himself.
So if South Walls is not safe, where am I going to bring these two while we go and confront Belafonte?
We'll bring him to a friend of ours. There's a Fey reservation there. We can. He owes us a favour. Sort of. There'll be a place for him.
Sylvan Acres?
That's it.
She nods. A satyr runs that place still?
Oh, does he now? At this point.
for people who are living who've been dead for the last little bit? And
Yeah, you haven't heard any. You haven't heard any problems. You haven't been involved with. As far as Barnabus knows, yes, Nighthorn's still in charge. We're getting we're getting very close to his very short-lived
Demotion.
demotion. Yep.
Yeah. Nighthorn's his name.
A Sylvan reservation? Is that just because we're half elf? We have to go live on the reservation?
Well, we could put you in with the human supremacists. That'd be fun for you, don't you think?
It'll be fine. We know Sylvan. Yeah, speak for yourself. Sylvan's hard.
What's so hard about it?
It's not Elven.
Oh, boo fucking you.
the rats in the front seat are like, who the fuck speaks Elven? Why would you want to speak Elven? Nobody speaks Elven. No Elven district. Freaking elves speak Goblin or something.
There's a kind old man that lives there in some keep. I have spoken to him before. Perhaps he could give my children sanctuary while we go and deal with this villain.
Kind old man? Or...
That's what Tessara is saying.
I have not met this kind old man.
Oh.
And the keep, you say?
Yes. He's a bit odd. His name is Sejong.
Is this Mark forgetting about Sejan, or
no? Barnabus has never met him.
I don't know the man.
He
might not be there anymore.
He had a young student, a dragonborn, silver scales.
I don't think Barnabas has met him, but has he heard of him?
What level is that guy?
He was ninth, so yeah, you can give me a knowledge local foundry.
I will take 10, and that will give me 41.
Yeah, you know of the silver dragonborn who lives in the castle. There's also a tiny dragonlet that is there. One of the students you had wanted to try to petition the monk to study the little silver dragon, but it was so small that it kind of falls between the cracks of no dragons allowed kind of in the Imperium. Like it's not technically a threat because it's so small. There'd be let's see. Yeah, you know of the silver dragon. He also trains some of the monks that are part of the neighboring gang. You know that he trains the... Have you met Agony?
I think we've seen Agony. I don't think we've personally met
some of the monks in the neighboring gang are trained by him.
Yeah. I know of I think the disciple. He tried some of the monks nearby.
You also know that... Have you met Cog?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I've met Capra, we've met Slake, Dugan, and Desaad, yeah.
Sunny?
You've met Sunny.
We've met Sunny, yes.
Yeah, you know that there are monks in the gang. The gang is bigger than that group. And that
they're a very punchy group.
and that some of them train with the Silver Dragonborn. And the Silver Dragonborn's name is, for 100, Alex.
Check the journal.
Well, yeah, I'm checking right now for the.
We should be able to do this by going to the character sheet.
Delphin Silverclaw.
Should be the trainer on
Yeah, Delphin Silverclaw's his name. Yeah.
May his con-drained corpse rest in peace.
Tasara's like, she's having a hard time remembering his name, but the way that she's describing the trainer as like a kid, maybe it has been years ago since she's been there.
It's been a while, I think, since you've been to Foundry, I take it.
Yes. A while since I have actually spent significant time in Foundry. Well, speak of the angel. And you notice that at the wagon window, at the window of the carriage, Spark has arrived. Spark has caught up.
Zara, technically, but yeah.
Tasara opens up the window. Spark comes flying in. And Spark begins to report very quickly in Celestial. It appears that Tasara and Seven are the only two that speak Celestial.
Barnabus does.
Barnabus, yeah.
Yeah, of the Wynn family, that is.
Yeah, of the Wynn family.
The baboon creatures have been dispatched. Many of them were doppelgangers. They burnt up when they were destroyed. The elves have safely made it back to Fortress Top.
Hopefully they can put a stop to your little infestation problem.
Yes. Here is to hope. May the embers of hope never die.
Aye, to hope.
It, you think, makes a rude gesture towards you, but then kind of settles in beside Seven and Tasara in the seat. Thank you, Spock, says Tasara. We were just discussing where to send Seven and Tasura when we go to the tower.
Shall I keep them safe, or will I accompany you to destroy Belafont?
We may need your help in the tower.
Oh, there is one thing I should warn you about, I suppose, first. There is a small... Well, he looks like a boy anyway. He's quite...
Chugga like shifts his weight so he could look at you, Barnabus, like he's watching what you're saying very closely.
You're pretty certain you hear Nezumi whispering in the front of the wagon.
Barnabas like clanks on the. That's right, make your fucking bets.
Go on, Barnabas. There is a boy.
Yes, there's a boy at the tower, quite fucking mad. Vicious little bastard, really. But he's just a boy, so just leave him be.
And why would we bother a boy?
Oh, like I said, he's right fucking mental. And might be a bit evil, alright? He's got time to change, though.
And who is this boy to you?
We found him in a crypt. His family, crazed bastards as they are, left him in a crypt with undead for years. So we found him, rescued him, and well, let's just say adventuring doesn't lend itself to a normal upbringing.
Mother, I should go with you. I can help. No. Belafont is... This is in Elven. Belafont is a mad wizard. He is much too powerful for you and Tasura. I didn't say I was going.
Yeah, look, appreciate the offer, but you've got no place in that fucking tower. You got a bright future ahead of you, young lady. Don't waste it.
What, just her?
I didn't say that.
Yes,
There's some playful elbowing between Seven and Tesserl. Tesserl pouts a little bit after that, but Seven clearly wants to go.
Barnabus nudges Clarence. You best teach that boy to swing a sword, because his future is not in books, my friend.
He needs a bit of discipline.
Hey, maybe that monk can beat some sense into him. Apparently that's what he does.
I always thought that Fortress Top was a safe enough place to allow children to be children, says Glaren.
I was only there for a few hours, who am I to judge, but didn't look that way to me. At least not for halves, do you say call them?
He looks at his hands. I suppose. Fortress Top did have its problems, but nature was bountiful and it was peaceful enough.
It was quite lovely. Laws were a bit backwards in my view, but
The Imperium did that,
no, your custodian did that.
which is propped up by the Imperium. Please, we don't need we don't need an argument right before we get to Haxbridge.
No, we don't. They just make me drink.
All right, you guys begin to ride into Haxbridge. You could see the cluster of buildings around the open platform train station. There is a stone building that acts as sort of like the ticket booth and a place to wait if the weather was bad. I'm going to roll a perception check. There are enough of you with crazy perceptions to notice Los is in his can.
Oh no. Ghosts?
All right, Barnabus somehow through the window and Ghost from the front seat can see a half-elf rolling like glue onto posters, and they're kind of like putting up the same poster a bunch of times along this wall of a building that is near the train station. And there is a drawing of Mort, three arms with wings, and an actually really, really good facial drawing of Mort that is saying that Mort is wanted. Wanted for, it looks like there's an Imperial bounty out for Mort.
How much is he worth?
Mort is worth 1 talent.
Okay.
They can do better than that.
You can see about 30 of these posters. It looks like this half-elf is just in the middle of doing it. You don't know how this word got ahead of you.
I'll just, yeah.
The rats are giggling.
Oh, Mort, you're famous. Mort, you're fucking famous. Huh? What? Hey, I'm famous. Put your fucking head down, you fucking fool.
Okay.
Head down.
Only worth 1,000.
You see that there is a train in the station. It looks like it is pointed in the southerly direction, which is the direction you want. You also see there are at least 16 Imperial soldiers in floofy hats that look like they're around a Imperial troop transport car. It has two... the colloquial term is thunder guns, mounted on swivel mounts on either end of the heavily armored train car.
So is a thunder gun like one big boom, or is it like a whole bunch of ta 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 kind of?
It is. I don't know who's asking.
Well, Barnabus is asking.
Ghost is looking at the Ghost.
Knowledge engineering.
You see the kind of like bubble domed sort of like moving, like you know that thing swivels and that the gun barrel comes out. Yeah, knowledge engineering, or if you have proficiency in firearms, that would just.
He does not, but he does have knowledge engineering. Barnabas. No idea what my engineering is. He'll take 10, get 34.
Yeah, the guns retract so that you could do repairs and to keep them out of the elements. But typically in each of those things, this is a relatively new type of weapon. They are Gatling guns.
Okay.
The soldiers. If we go to Iron Main number 9, I will show you. The soldiers. If you scroll down, it looks like you've got a same configuration of cars. You've got like a sleeper cabin right behind the engine. You have like a passenger cabin and then another set of sleeper cabins, and then this Imperial armored transport.
That's a lot of guns.
You can see that the doors are open. They're almost like barn-like doors that are open along the side, and you can see some soldiers milling about. It looks like they weren't loading up here, but they're just enjoying the stop. Like they may have come from further up the line.
So you're hearing the Numi through the front of the gate, like, so we taking this fucking train, or we waiting for the next one?
Yeah, you guys have stopped the wagon. Like, you haven't approached all the way to the train. There is a big kind of open thoroughfare, about 100 feet to a square, between where you're coming down the road and where you actually have to get off to the platform to the train. There are some merchant stalls, and there's the place where you could go and basically hand over your horses and the wagon to. That Vigo told you where he rented the wagon from, so you could return it there. Or we could sell the wagon.
Or we could sell the wagon.
Yeah, basically, no, he bought the wagons. He told you where you could go and sell the wagons and the horses back.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll sell
However, there's this half-elf putting up posters, and you can see, now that you know what the poster looks like, it's kind of yellow with dark ink. It looks like it was, like, printing pressed, maybe, or magically created. Because you're starting to see them on posts and and places around the train station.
At one point where we stop the wagon, Ghost is going to hop off, steal one of the posters, and then
go
back and give it to Mort.
Yep.
Hey, I've got an idea.
The glue is
I
still
just wear
wet.
this as a mask. They'll never know it's
Still wet.
okay.
It looks like somebody that morning must have put them up, and is still in the process of putting them up. It's a half-elf.
All right, let's find the half elf.
Okay, so you stopped the wagon. You actually went up to the wall and grabbed a thing. He didn't stop you. He just gave you a nod and put it. He's like using a roller to kind of put up another poster. It's a place where a bunch of other wanted posters that have like peeled away with age are placed there, and there's some other like business posters. It looks like a wall where typically things.
Hi, lad.
Yeah.
I really like that poster.
Oh, you notice he's got like a stack of them in his hands. He pulls one.
You know what?
He pulls one out of like a scroll tube and he gives it to you.
Thank you. I would actually like all of them. What I suggest you do is you take down all the ones you put up, bring them to me, and I'll pay you for them. Then you go home and you have yourself a nice meal. And I'm suggesting him.
You're using your bard song?
Yes.
He stands there and listens to you speak for a moment, and then...
It's... If his job is to put up posters and get paid for it, it seems reasonable to be taken out. Like, it's part of that poster gig. I mean...
Grakkel pokes Ghost and goes like this.
He backs away
Nat
from you.
20, are you kidding me?
He backs away from you. It's my job, sir.
It's
What
good
is Mort doing right now?
Oh, he's like hiding on top, like face down on top of
Give me a
stealth check.
a stealth check for Mort.
I think it's plus 17. I will double check. Nat 20. Yes, F.
That's the problem with those charms.
Yeah, they
Only
can fail.
NPC who has no chance still has a chance.
Okay, so plus 17. Here we go. $30.
Okay, he doesn't see Mort hiding. He got an 18 on his view. So if you rolled a 1. Sorry, he says, I had to put them up. News came from Fortress Top. There are bandits along the road. And he looks at your wagon and looks down the road and sees a bunch of elves. He looks at you. He doesn't seem to react in a bad way.
I don't think they're all. But I mean, if you got news, right?
Here, you can take an extra one, he says, and he toodles off. He stops putting them up on this wall. Maybe your charm freaked him out a little bit, but he toodles off.
Does the paper have a scent of arcane to it? And I'm assuming kid doesn't smell like arcane spells, but does the printing press have a magical smell to it?
That would be awesome. Magical printing press.
The glue that he was using is masking any scent. Like he was just basically pasting the glue to it.
Is it like heavy one-time glue, or is it?
No, the one that Barnabus had that only had a little bit of glue where he had touched it with his sticky fingers. It doesn't have any particular scent to it. Someone would have had to spend time with this paper to for that to have worked. Yeah. Yeah. You do smell the ink. Like you would recognize the smell of the ink again.
Ghost's scent is just for arcane stuff.
Okay.
Only
the ink is magical. Someone used magical ink.
Cool. Might be able to find it. Source.
Royalties.
Probably just follow that kid around. If you find the press, I'll tell you it's the right one. Or fuck it.
Yeah, he you notice that the half elf disappeared into like a general store. Like he kind of wants to avoid you.
We've become awkward.
Yep.
Is there a clothing shop or secondhand store or anything like that?
Probably the general store.
Okay. Ghost is going to go into the general store.
You notice that there's like a blacksmith and a place like a wheelwright, and then there's the stables that has like a place for you to rent horses and probably sell and buy the wagons. And then there's the stone building, which is the train station, and then a big open platform. And you could see that the passenger car is pulled up to the platform a little bit down the road or down the tracks, or where all the soldiers are milling about. But you do see a group of soldiers that look like they're talking to. There's 5 of them, and it looks like they're talking to the conductor, and you recognize the conductor.
Hey, buddy, it's that guy. Ghost is going to in the general store. He is looking for bandages in a burlap sack, or just a couple of burlap sacks, and we're gonna basically
it's gonna be Mort the leper.
Okay, so you buy a couple of burlap sacks for 6 copper pieces and
some bandages or whatever.
Some nice bandages, I guess. Like one use of a healing kit is, I think, like 5 gold.
Okay, we'll get one. We'll You know what? Don't worry. You can pay me later. Goes to we'll spend 6 gold on stuff to dress up Mort in. To get him to look like making him to look like a leper in a burlap sack, and maybe put a sack on his head and cut eyes. Well, whatever floats our boat.
Okay, so what are you trying to disguise Mort as?
Not Mort.
Okay.
Mort is stinky, so leper seems about right.
Yeah.
Stinky, sick guy with burnt face or something.
All right, so give me a disguise check as your...
We'll buy some beef jerky and just stick it. To
Mort,
his
are
face or
you
something.
wearing your full plate when you travel? I imagine so.
Yes.
Are you still wearing your full plate while you're trying to be disguised as a leper?
I'm guessing not.
He's a combat leper.
He's a combat leper.
All right,
keeps my parts
so you're
on.
not going to take your armor check penalty to the disguise check.
I don't think there is an armor check penalty.
No, but in this case there would be. You're wearing full plate and
Yeah.
trying to look
Yeah,
like
no,
a leper.
he's
Okay.
not gonna...
Leper and mithril full plate. Hey, Marty, you want to give me a hand over here?
Who?
Asking Barnabus for a hand.
Yeah, Barnabus will help.
Can you lead? I'll aid.
Are we doing a disguise check?
Yeah.
What's the?
Okay,
What are you?
you pull Mort down behind the wagon so that nobody in the town can see, and now you're taking his armor off. Oh, he's gross. His under armor hasn't been washed in weeks.
It's a protective film.
I think I have a.
I buy a burlap sack. He.
Ooh, fancy.
Well, he's perfect.
Ahmed, you were trying to say something?
Yeah, I'd like to aid with this.
Okay.
You give me rank.
I have a plus 16 at this.
You go there and you try to pull off part of his
You lead.
adjust some of his long johns, and it just sort of like disintegrates as you pull it. I just imagine his long johns are just like dirty, gross yellow with just this general dark stain down the backside.
I'm not touching this at all.
Oh.
Beyond
Good.
boiling, like it's just like
You peel it off.
Can she? He grabs the sword. Can she really grow from the bottom down? From the, because this is.
you guys figure leaving his long
Well, I'm not
johns,
getting those back.
his Under Armour on underneath will just add to the aroma of the disguise. And we're gonna give Mort an automatic +2 because Mort's disgusting, and you're trying to disguise him as a disgusting, disease-ridden person.
Yep.
So can you guys do your aids?
Sure. I think
Sure.
started the whole process. So I think he's required to aid. So he
No,
might not
we're gonna. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
be- That's why I mean, like,
Yeah.
I thought he had the skill, but he doesn't. So he's not helping very well. So he got a 3, so he failed by 5.
Barnabas made up
Aids.
for that.
So
He aids and
The rat
nullifies the -2 that Junker.
Okay, so there's an overall +2 from.
Damn it, Junker! He's not a fucking rat. He doesn't need whiskers.
25.
tail hole.
Wait, who's got the +18 disguise?
I have a plus 16.
Grakkel.
And 2 from scent.
Oh wow.
Grakkel's Grakkel's a ninja. He can turn himself into a bush and then just hide there.
And stab him.
Okay,
The boy stabbed me.
so
What the fuck?
he now looks like a little leper, and he smells really bad, but that's par for the course with Mort.
This is disgusting.
So his fucking name is not Mort. It's going to be what's a good fucking name?
Leper.
Oh,
No, it's
Wart! I'll jog out the window. Wart. His name is
Yeah,
Wart.
it is funny. But let's not go with anything that rhymes.
Well, Wart. It has never mind.
Tor.
It's not going to have an "ort" in it. All right. Say that again.
Say it
Rum,
Trom. Say it backwards.
Trom. All right. I don't think the Imperials will fucking get it. All right, Trom it is.
And if they do get it, they're gonna be so like, if get them in the.
Oh yeah, if they get it, it'll be fucking mad. Like, you thought you could get away with that, and we'll be like, yeah, because you're fucking dumb, and it'll be all fun till they shoot us dead.
We will have to kill them all.
Yeah, let's try and avoid that.
Moria, your plan is to kill them all. The rat's plan is to hide. Don't know these people. We just run the wagon.
So Trom,
The winds are now getting out of the wagon. They see what you're doing, but they're getting out of the wagon. They're approaching the train.
you need tickets.
You can buy tickets there, can't you?
Yeah, get a sleeper car.
How many will fit in this car of sleeping?
Spark hides in a backpack, and the 5 of them approach. They leave.
I guess is they'll have one for themselves. We'll take one for ourselves.
You should,
Then he looks at Mort. Maybe 2.
should try to make it close to each other. Neighbors,
Yeah.
if possible. Because
Yeah, we should.
Okay, they actually go into the stone building. Tasara goes along with Glaren, leaving the kids and their bird outside.
Imperial identifications. How does, like, I can see them, like, they don't have pictures on them, but I'm assuming they put race down?
Yep, race, gender, there might even be age.
So, I could see, like, Sarah pulling that off, but Clarence might want to, I don't know, he might have an issue. He doesn't look like a 60-year-old dude to me.
does he have a bit of facial hair? Wispy and like.
We'll wait for them to come back with the realization if there's a problem. If they can get through, we can get through.
Exactly.
Yeah, she comes back out after a while. She is handing out tickets. She does hand a ticket to her own husband.
Okay, well apparently.
Looks like it is good for us to go.
It looked like she took the tact of gathering up all of their. It looks like she had all of their identification and went and bought the ticket, and then she hands back their identification with tickets just inside the sleeves. They are discussing probably what to do with Horace, and 7 is now fitting a little muzzle around Horace.
So, where does Mort keep his identification?
It's yellow and brown too.
So
Don't want to lose that.
So we're gonna...
Last time with everyone's IDs, you were able to buy tickets for everyone.
Yeah.
Right.
Barnabus is going to go and ask for. Did they write down who's on the train, like in some sort of like double check thing, or did they just go, okay, you're eligible for tickets?
They do take there. There is like a booth that has metal bars. It's like a secure booth where they do temporarily take possession of your identification,
But just to make sure they're legitimate.
They're probably also checking it versus a list.
Any idea what list that might be? With a bardic knowledge?
Sure. This would be knowledge local.
For this area?
For this area, but no, Foundry would also work because Foundry's got train stations. So.
Okay, 41.
1 sec.
Yeah, they're looking for people that are wanted or that are on no travel lists or like.
Oh, okay, no problem. He'll go see Cesara.
Yep.
Can I borrow Galarin's identification for a moment?
For what purpose? She says.
I need to get tickets and Mort's on a list. Or is it his name on there, or is it just
By the look of the wanted posters, they know his name.
okay? Yeah, we're gonna borrow Galeron's
Okay.
ID.
I need this back, she says.
I'll give it back to you. It's just to get the tickets.
All right.
Okay.
He's already got a ticket. Go away.
All right, so you've got everyone's... Chaka's going to go in with you.
If they're not writing down who's there. Are there multiple ticket?
It looks like you didn't have to buy tickets here because you hopped off here, so you don't know.
Were there multiple booths for tickets, or just one?
There was 3 lines.
And which one did you go to?
The line that says residence.
Oh, excellent.
So says Mr. Citizen. Oh, look at me.
All right, so you go inside, and yeah, there's like a waiting area. The most impressive thing in here is a beautiful insignia that has been worked into the polished stone floors of the Imperium. There is a little alcove with a statue of the Undying Emperor inside of it, overlooking the entire place. And there is a... like, they didn't have enough money for, like, a clock tower, so they just stuck, like, a grandfather clock up into a high alcove. Just so there are a bunch of benches, and there are 3 lines. There's one that's closed in the middle, like nobody waiting there. There is an area that does say residence, and there's a line of people waiting, and you can see a open booth that says citizens, and it looks like there is an attendant but no line.
I will go to the citizens booth.
Okay, you get a little bit of stink eye from all the people that seem to be waiting, but nobody verbally complains.
Yeah, so, tip the hat to him. Good day, lovely day.
Yeah, you can see like half elves and people that you'd expect, like people that coming to and fro from the region. There's a dwarf. The dwarf just seems to be whittling something and not really caring. There's a few
I
half
don't know
elves
how
in
many
that
people
list.
do a lot of international travel, but when you go to the countries where they go, no, we've got 16 rows for citizens and 3 rows for all of you dirty foreigners. There's a bunch of countries like that where you're like, okay, we're now for the 3-hour line.
Some officious bureaucratic train worker is behind the booth.
Good day, sir.
Good day.
She's an old lady at first, because hair growing out in weird ways as old ladies do. You thought it was a dude, but now it's just an old lady.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd like 5 tickets, please. Sleeper car, if we could.
Oh,
Maybe 2. Can I get 2?
where are you headed?
Did they go to Southwall? Or I know there's a train, like trains that.
North part of Foundry is where we got on, but we had to cross the wall.
Yeah,
Alright.
you're going into Foundry,
Foundry.
or you're going all the way down to like Junction Town, which is outside of Foundry in a day's walk. Back to Foundry.
Does it stop at Foundry on the way to Junction Town?
Yes. Like Junction Towns, you're on your way to go off to distant places.
You're going somewhere.
You're going somewhere. Junction Town is
Going
like
found-
an industrial version of Haxbridge. Like, there's no reason for you to be there.
Yeah. Going to Foundry.
Well, Foundry, it's a short trip. There won't be any service in the sleeper cars.
That's fine. We just got a sick one with us. We need some privacy.
Would you like a common sleeper car or the deluxe sleeper car?
How much for the deluxe?
Short trip. You want the whole car for you want the whole cabin for yourself?
Is it large enough for 5?
She nods.
Yeah, I'll take the whole call then.
Whole car. All right, you've got you've got cabin number 3. It'll be in the.
She looks at the. She kind of looks off to the side, perhaps at a diagram or something.
It'll be in the car right behind the engine.
All right.
Licenses,
Oh.
please.
He hands them over.
It'll be 5. It'll be 5 gold coins for the cabin, and another 5 gold coins for the.
You just giving her 5?
5 gold coins for the cabin, 5 gold coins for the tickets.
Well, yeah, one gold coin for each person.
Yeah. Okay. So 10 gold coins.
Whose license are you not giving?
Mort's. Not giving them Mort. Mort is not with us.
All right.
Are you getting 5? Like, were you hiding a ticket for him, or are you getting a second cabin for Mort?
No, Mort will be with us. We're not getting a.
You've got 6 licenses here. Do you want 5 tickets or 6?
Do I have 1, 2? Why do I have 6?
Because there's 6 party members.
Oh, there is 6. Yeah. Sorry. No, I asked for 6 tickets.
He
Sorry.
forgot himself. Oh, I'm a human. Oh, jeez. So it was one of those.
Chuck is everything all right, Barnabus? Perhaps you had a bit too
Oh,
much to
shut
drink.
up. It's been a long fucking trip.
All right, so you're just sneaking Glaren's license in there, is what you're doing.
Instead of Mort's. Yes.
Instead of Mort's, okay. So there's yours and Chaga's atop. She looks at them, and then she puts the other 4 out. She then does take a clipboard and is looking at some names. She looks at some of the other things. She actually picks up Rat and Junkers. Or, sorry, Junker and Ghosts.
Uh-oh.
She goes to another page and is now taking a really close look. She compares it against one, doesn't seem too sure. Then she actually goes to another clipboard and she walks away with Grackles.
A moment.
She
So,
kind of...
There's a hobgoblin in their group.
She's talking to some... Like, you could hear the conversation.
Yes. All right. Yes. It could be one of the names. I don't know. Oh, they have. Oh,
She comes back.
this hobgoblin named Grakkel.
That's not exactly how it's pronounced, but yeah. What about him?
Is he with you?
Well, he will be. Yeah.
What's Grakkel's purpose for this trip?
Well, he's a translator.
He's a translator.
Okay, give me a bluff check.
Grakkel. How many languages does Grakkel know?
He knows Goblin. I got a 36.
All right. Make sure that he behaves. Any problems that he gets into, you'll be responsible for any damages or fines.
Understood.
Traffic.
You hear Nizumi going, yes, damn.
Okay, she stamps a bunch of things and she seems to give you all the licenses back as long as the coins are getting put into the slot.
Coins are getting put in.
Yeah, you get tickets for everyone.
Oh,
Glaren's license seems to work.
All right, we'll
Some quick thinking about going not to the right counter.
Yes. All right, we will group back up. Get Glern back his ID.
Yep.
Barnabus will make a note. Everybody needs fake ID now. And we hand tickets out.
All right, you notice.
Actually, Barnabus, they come and
Whatever
collect the tickets when we're on, so Barnabus will just keep the
Yep.
tickets.
Emperor wants to be called Emperor Whiskers when you get him fake ID. He wants his fake name.
Hey, Whiskers.
Emperor.
by the flamboyant by the flamboyant dress and hats of the imperial officers and his musketeers, these are men that have come from Kinderholm. You know that Kinderholm has some of the same cultural influence from the agricultural planet of Pastoria.
All right.
Yeah, it looks like they were just talking to the conductor. They're returning. The conductor turns. It looks like he's handling the Wynn family and helping them get on board.
Okay. He'll let them do his thing.
The conductor, they know us. Are there any wanted posters around the train?
There are some on the posts on the platform to the train.
Put a little mustache on it.
Barnabas defaces one of them.
Got like a Groucho Marx mustache and eyebrows on it there. There's nothing like you now.
Audio.
All right. Are you going on board the train, or are you waiting for the conductor to finish seating?
We'll get ourselves on the train.
Okay. So you guys go onto the train.
Yeah, when we find our car.
Deputy Drolk, you see his seat. You don't see him in it. He must be checking out the train before it's departing. The engine is already thrumming. You go and have a look at your car. This particular box is yours. You know that your tickets also afford you just seats in the passenger car as well if you don't want to be inside here.
Yeah, I think most of us. Well, at least Grakkel and Mort are gonna have to stay in the sleeper car.
Okay. If you zoom out a little bit, you can see where the map loops a little bit.
Yeah.
That front car, A, B, C. So you're there. The Wynn family is in A, the frontmost car. You can see them. You can see them settling in.
Okay. Sounds good.
The Nizumi are interested in just seeing who's taking the train. Nobody seems to care about the Nizumis.
No. Barnabas has, as soon as the doors close, what the fuck did you do?
Who, me?
Alright. Few things. One, Mort, what's your fucking name? Smack! It's Trom! Your fucking name is Trom. And you two, I don't know what you fucking did, but they were quite curious about you at the train station.
When you turn away from smacking Mort, the rats have gone out the door. And
The door was already going.
I hope you get fleas! The hell am I talking about? Junk has probably already got fleas. And you, he's pointing at Grakkel, you will answer to the name Grakkel. And if anyone asks, you're our translator, so put the sword away. He takes his hat off and
Grakkel it is.
he takes his hat off and points to your sword, put it in there.
Yeah, he'll give you the sensei's blade and his sword.
Okay.
Do you have any books?
Yeah, of course I got fucking books.
He gives him like a book and grabs a pen.
The topic of the book. Adam is interested in what is Barnabas's light reading on the road.
His light reading on the road is a book called The Debt is Due. And it is Hang on. Actually, no. He's reading. No, he's not giving that one to you. It's called "The Debt Is Due." It's about the blood war and the gods' debts to hell.
I'm expecting. Grakkel, do you have any words with detectives?
What? Broke off.
Sort of crime drama, you know.
No, I don't have any with pictures.
Sorry, you want passengers on the train. All right.
I was wondering if there's like last time there was pretty interesting people on the train. There was old men to irritate. And there was like.
Grakkel will have a knife on him.
You're probably you can conceal that.
Is something with slashing damage?
Yeah, don't think your slashing grace will work with the knife.
I'm not really worried about slashing grace. More so like come from the air.
Oh,
I have to
okay.
Wait, I have to
Yeah,
think. No, I don't
A
think it'll
dagger
work.
does piercing damage, so you can use your swashbuckler stuff with a dagger.
Do you need like? Oh, you need weapon focus.
You need weapon focus for the weapon for which slashing grace applies.
It makes one wonder why they didn't fix the duelist class, because the duelist prestige class in the system it's on par with warrior.
Yeah, kind of.
By wearing no armor, you can add some of your int score to your armor. It's like, or you could get armor specialization and armor training from being a fighter.
Yes.
Also, you need what? If you have an int +4, you need 4 levels of swashbuckler, or 4 levels of duelist to get your +4 int.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. Yay! Change it.
All right. Ghost and Junker hop to the other train car to avoid the swats and beratement of from Barnabus. And you enter the train car, and you can see a bunch of people. They filled up the back seats of the train car, and they're sitting quietly. And
do they look like they're of common purpose?
give me a sense motive.
Well, these are Marty crafted characters initially, so they're just going to assume. We'll roll Junkers, because we'll roll them. Give us a second. Ghosts. 18. Natural 18. Junkers. 8.
Okay, they are sitting rather politely, but you do see that some of the more well-to-do are a little more fidgety in the back as they're kind of getting prepared, and you do notice that this woman has a lute in her hands, and she's stringing it. The man beside her seems to be ignoring what she's doing, so they do not look like they're of...
They're not together.
Yeah.
That halfling girl isn't there, right? The train rider.
Girl who rides the trains.
Are you looking for her, Grakkel?
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
You were told to stay in the car. It's fine.
Plus 11. 25.
All right, so you're looking out the window. You're not seated in the right spot as the train platform is on the other side. So you go and take a peek out the window, and with a 25, you see a couple things. You actually are looking for the halfling woman. You do see her. She seems to be talking to the half-elf that you scared who was putting up the posters. They are standing on the other side of the platform, like they're on the front porch of the general store, and they seem to be talking.
The girl.
You notice the half-elf pointing at your wagon, which you guys just abandoned.
This will push it down the ditch.
No, their horse is still attached. You just got out and went and got your tickets and got onto the train. And you notice the half-elf, and then he's pointing at the train. Like he's clearly telling her where you went. The other thing that you see is you pressed your head against the window and you sort of looked way down, like just to see where the soldiers were, and you saw something else. What looked like, I don't know, a dozen Elsyrian bush monkeys jumping onto the back of the train.
Shit.
You just saw them breaking from some trees, and they were like all hopping onto the train.
Boys, we have a problem. There's about a dozen monkeys that have just jumped onto the back of the train.
Okay,
Also,
there is a big steam whistle that goes off. You can hear the engine kind of starting to thrum, and the train lurches.
Is the girl getting on?
Starts to get forward. You notice that Jamna is moving across the train platform and is heading towards the train.
Hide.
Okay, so you're in the hallway hiding? I don't know.
Yeah, stealth. Yeah, there's a curtain or something, right?
If anyone walks down this hallway with the way you're hiding, they have a chance of bumping into you.
43 stealth.
There's a much better place to hide around the corner here. You could hide behind a little cart in the corner.
There we go.
What am I doing? I'm hiding in the middle of a fucking hallway. That square in the middle of the hallway.
Okay, Rat Junker, what are you doing? You notice the front row of commoners and peasants or whatever, the passengers, like looking at you.
Okay, we're gonna just gonna cruise on down, do the excuse me, pardon me thing. Just take it a look, see if anybody's got anything that is. If there's any like intoxicated person with an overbulging coin purse, or somebody whose ring or necklace is too hefty, or just anything of opportunity, and we're gonna make our way through the car.
These noble women look well-to-do, and there are a couple of noblemen that are
Get away from me, vermin!
that are armed.
Okay, that's interesting. They're armed with
Guns or swords?
sufficiently enough that, like our last train ride, the orc took everybody's weapons, including like military members, but they're armed.
Yep.
But to be fair, the rats are armed too, but they've got like their efficient quivers to put their weapons in. So they just take it like what they got.
So you're walking by.
Walking by.
How long is the train ride?
It's 12 hours.
Couple rope tricks and really fuck the rest of the passengers, right?
What are you doing here? Get out of here. This guy says to you. Ghost, he has a dagger, more concerning than that is a nice burgeoning spell component pouch and what looks like maybe a number of wands.
Looks also like he's got a chip on his shoulder. So.
Yeah, get out of here. You're a little bit too far away to pick his pocket. Like you have to get up into the seat to touch him. But he seems to be on.
That's fine. This is just round one of just checking out what does the landscape look like.
At this point in time, the nobleman has like he was leaning against the window looking out, and he looks over at you.
Right?
What's that?
Should be eyebrows, right?
This guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, Nizumi, says the young noble woman. Oh dear, they're so dirty. Leave them alone. Don't touch them.
Junkers,
No
rat.
idea, lady. No idea.
Look at that one. That rat has rats.
Okay. What does noble like the guy called eyebrows? The guy with the piercing gaze in the southeast. What does he?
He like him saying something got his attention. He's now just looking at you. What does he have?
What is it? Like, so some
He-
sort of caster guy.
He has.
So. The caster with the butter knife? I'm not worried about the butter knife. I'm worried about the caster part of that sentence.
That is in
Does he smell arcane?
That's still running. I'm assuming the guy to the right smells arcane. We're gonna give him a smell.
All right. You are smelling 20 feet, right?
30 feet.
30 feet?
Yeah, assuming no airflow. Yep. Get me some spellcraft checks ready.
You are smelling no less than a dozen arcane casters.
They brought the whole gang. It's
Oh,
the
shit.
full squad.
God damn.
Fucking bullshit.
You said no less than a dozen?
Yep.
I'm going to do a spellcraft. I would just roll 12 spellcraft rolls.
Okay, well, while you're sniffing, are you doing this?
I'm a rat.
You're going to have to stand there for quite some time to, like, analyze all of their auras.
I will sniff the strongest, the whiffiest one.
Okay.
Who is the whiffiest?
Got it.
We'll on our way back, we'll whiff the next one. We're just gonna go back and forth. The rats have to go shit a lot, you know. 33.
What does that mean?
33. Is he a 23rd? Does he cast level 23 or higher?
No.
Okay.
There is somebody within 15 feet of you that can cast 6 circle spells.
I'm assuming it's Wandy, but Wanderson, or Lady Pants. It's one of the two.
Give me a bluff.
Go.
To keep your eyes from going wide. Oh shit.
Shit. 18.
Okay. You should return to your seats, says the man with the wands. You notice that when he slowly draws, like, a wand kind of flicks into his hand and he's pointing it at you, everyone turns around.
Okay. We need shield spells before we come through here, because you will get magic missile doomed. In Nizumi, pardon, High Mage. And they're gonna go.
There is this purse-lipped smile. He does not mean you well.
We'll bring him home to introduce to the family. That's what we're gonna do with him, maybe. We're gonna introduce him to Ma, and by Ma I mean Mort.
All right, so you guys make it into here.
Well, we're basically gonna go back until we find the shitter. And
Yeah, these two are the shitters. These two front ones are the shitters. So you're gonna go hop in the shitter and go, what the fuck?
I'm gonna be a quick chat. 6 seconds, pal. What the fuck? What the fuck are they doing in Coach? We don't know what the fuck they're doing in Coach. They're all casters.
All right, the conductor comes back to your area. You can hear the deputy behind him. He knocks quietly at your. Here to collect your weapons, get your tickets. Oh, Barnabus! I didn't see you come aboard.
Oh yeah, well
He-
you
he-
were busy, so we helped so.
He's shaking your hand. I'm going to make him roll an int check. The DC will be 15 to realize that the wanted person is the guy that saved him, and that traveled with him. He's met him twice in the last, I don't know, month, Mort.
Yeah.
So,
But Mort was most impressive when he was really big. The poster's really small.
it was a
So-
DC 15. He rolled a 14.
14.
He looks at Mort. What was Mort's disguise check?
25.
25. I'm just gonna put that on his token. All right. He gets a 21 on his perception check. Oh, tickets, please.
Right. Barnabus hands the tickets.
Where are the rest of you?
Junker and Ghost. I think they've gone back.
All right. I will get them on the way over. Deputy Drak is here to collect your weapons.
Deputy, I've got. Barnabas, I think, has the dagger. Like, if he wants it. He's pretending his stick is his walking stick, and he needs it to walk.
Okay. So Barnabas hands over a dagger. Deputy Drak puts a little tag.
Tetsubos are in the hat.
In the hat. Okay. Is Mort carrying any weapons?
No, he's in disguise as a leper. Lepers don't carry weapons because their fingers fall off.
Okay.
How do I hide
24 on the perception check from Drak. He looks at Mort and then curls up his nose in disgust.
It's that steak. It's the steak. It's the steaky leg. Yeah.
Keeps people from investigating.
I remembered you.
I'm curious, but I'm not that curious.
Your weapons. He looks eager to take Chaga and Grakkel's weapons because he remembers like the big scythe and like he must like weapons, like looking at weapons and stuff. Yeah. Chaga hands him the scythe and then the abyssal heavy steel pick. He's got packed away in his bag his ghoulish looking scepter. Okay, he takes those. He gives Chaga some tags. Grakkel?
I have a blade. I have a dagger on me. I can give him the dagger. It's fine.
Where are your swords?
They're in Barnabas' hat.
Leaves nothing to hand over to the guy who's like, I
I
want
wanted that.
Right, okay, so you hand him his dagger. I assume, I'm just looking at your character sheet, the longbow is also taken from you?
Yeah, I'm not carrying that.
Yeah, more doesn't have his longbow.
Oh, doppel monkeys.
That's bad. There's doppel monkeys, and there's already doppel people, and
The choir. The full choir of the wizards in the south. It's
Now, when they all turned their heads, did they all do it like?
Yeah.
You have to kill the entire train except for the two
Well,
guys.
you don't know this yet. You have no idea.
They don't know that. Like,
we're concerned.
15 monkeys that jumped on the train.
We're home free now.
they might be doppelgangers. That's now the conversation of the shitter. What if they're doppelgangers? Oh my god!
All right, Deputy Drak takes your weapons. Good thing that you guys have hid your weapons inside your hat. The conductor, you can hear talking to Drak, and Deputy Drak's going to go and deposit the weapons into a lockbox at his station.
As soon as they go, monkeys just jumped on the train. About 12 of them. You remember the girl who is train riding? She was talking to the elf putting the posters, and she made her way to join us on our ride. She'll be here at some point, probably in the back. We're going to have to deal with the monkeys.
Yeah, all right, that's fine.
Whoever they decide to turn into. The conductor and his constable will likely be.
Well, I don't know about that unless these monkeys know how to drive a fucking train.
Does Desaad know how to drive a train? Desaad know how to use weapons, not drive trains.
The Nizumi.
That's too much.
Is the pastry cart somewhere down here?
The pastry cart was these last two were more of a food prep area, so
They're gonna just cruise on down to grab themselves a pre-embargo snack.
okay. You go down there and you see that there are 3 kobold janitors that had the same idea. They have ducked into one of the unoccupied, more common sleeper carts, and you can hear them eating.
Okay, we're gonna just grab a couple of pastries each,
Okay.
and we're gonna head back north. But it's just
Yep. You can see there are 2 guys that are near the door, and they're chatting.
Do they smell like magic?
Yeah, you won't be able to smell them through the door, through the open air, through the door. You have to
I'm
get.
not messing with a cart full of dudes.
This is the armored wagon with the two
we're
turrets
not,
up top,
you know,
and it's a troop transport.
Yeah, we don't go in there.
Nope.
I'll take my chances with the choir. Thank you, very good. Okay,
At the very least, they should be able to get some shots off on angry monkeys.
we should hear something.
Oh, Marty, wanted to ask you about the train itself. Can the windows be opened from the outside?
They're not meant to be. There are no handles on the outside.
Excuse me, disable device? Like, would like a disabled device be allow me to do that?
Sure.
And would I be able to, like, between the carts here, is there enough space to get in, or is it just it's just, and there's no way to get in between the 2 carts? Could Grakkel climb out the window and walk on the outside, and then
You could definitely climb out the window and walk on the outside.
with
your
like
spider
come back
climb.
in between? You see, like down
yeah,
here.
there is enough space for you to stand between these massive cars. The stairs don't get squished when the train is going.
No. I meant like between the 2 carts. Can I sneak in
Oh,
between them?
if you wanted to, that might be
Yeah.
a dangerous area to go and live because the cars on turns do move and they do move around. It's possible to get underneath if you wanted to.
No. I just meant like if I'm walking on the outside and then I can like jump down and walk through, like avoid an entire cart.
Yes. You could walk on the roof and hop down in between the 2 cars and then go to another one.
Yeah,
Yes.
keep going.
Yes.
Okay.
Junker and Ghost, give me perception checks.
Okay, this is what we're made for.
Just
Perception
a quick discussion about Grakkel doing that.
13 and 19.
Yeah, Barnabus, once we know there's monkeys coming, it's like, well, grab your fucking weapons.
Grakkel.
Oh god, 23, 24.
Oh
Okay,
no.
you thought you heard the sounds of something climbing along the roof.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Well, that's okay. We've got our pastries. We're pretty certain we've got away with the crime of the century. We grabbed a couple extra bags of pre-flight peanuts.
Like something maybe hitting the roof, like jumping or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Now they're planning to make their trek back. Ghost is planning while walking to smell one of the common people, and if they have second circle arcane spells, then we're like going to walk and we. So either in his mind, it's either going to be like some sort of wizard follower. Oh, I got a cantrip kind of guy, or it's going to be a second circle spell that we just keep walking.
All right. So one of the things you noticed, Ghost and Junker, is that somebody must have gone into one of these bathrooms. Because when you had hopped out after eating the pastries, the bathroom door shut.
We've got an extra pastry for Barnabus and an extra pastry for.
Okay,
Tiger.
and then you hear some scraping along the roofs, like something scampering along the roof above you.
Okay.
Opening the windows, little bastards.
All right, what are you guys doing? So
we're
Grakkel's warning about. Yeah, pause for a second. You guys went and got your pastries, and you're headed back.
Yep, that's what they're doing. Yes, and they don't. They think shenanigans is afoot, but not yet. They think it's not popping off at any point.
If the monkeys are gonna make their way up the train, either they will do it through the cart as elves, or probably the riders, or they might try to come up I can climb on the outside.
Do you have an item that lets you climb on the outside, or are you just going to be
Yeah, he's just
climbing
grabs.
on
He
a...
sticks his hand on the wall and webs still
Oh, right.
constant. It's fucking cool.
Well,
It's fucking cool for a ninja.
Is the train out of town yet?
The train is now moving. Yeah, you've now been moving for a good 5 minutes.
I just need a warning if a
Picking up
tunnel is
speed,
coming.
and
A low tree.
Haxbridge is
Nice.
not very big, so 5 minutes, you're...
You're out of town. Yeah, all right. Go have a look. I'm gonna go let the Winns know to keep their eyes open. And we dished out weapons because
Okay, so you take off your hat and you're taking out weapons.
Mort, get fucking dressed.
I'm just taking my blade, not the other one, ceremonial one.
All right, is Mort trying to put on his armor?
Yes, he's trying to put on his armor. Will Chaga help him?
Do you have time for that? Are they coming?
I don't know. I fucking need it.
Donning armor takes 4 minutes.
with help.
Without help, he can don it hastily.
Cast haste on him. Waste.
That works. In description, it sounds like it works that way, but
Yeah, it'll take 4 minutes with Chaga's help to don it hastily. It'll take... No, sorry, 2 minutes with Chaga's help to don hastily, or 4 minutes with Chaga's help.
Yes. 2 minutes, realistically, is not a long time.
Okay, so you're gonna don the armor quickly.
Yeah.
Um,
Barnabus is going to go give a knock on...
You'll have 1 less armor bonus because you put it on quickly.
hastily. That's fine.
1 less armor check penalty. All right. So Barnabas is leaving. So while Chaga is, you're so disgusting, Mort. Stop that.
Quit your whining. Help me.
What's Grakkel doing? Grakkel, you've got your sword that you know you're not supposed to have.
Climb out.
Okay, so you're climbing out the window.
I'm freaking. I'm trying to move the map on Twitch. Damn it.
I actually, unfortunately, have to admit
So,
to having to do that. At least
Marty,
once a game.
I open the window and take a quick peek to see if there's a tunnel or tree coming.
No, there's Haxbridge, which is the massive wooden beamed trestle crossing that crosses a wide river valley.
Is there enough space for me to be under the on top?
There's plenty of space to be on top.
Okay, so I'll stealthily. Yeah, what the hell? I'll stealthily do that and cling to the go prone on top of the roof and try to see if anything's going on.
That's what, if you look at Twitch, I'll show you what Haxbridge looks like. So the train is crossing that.
Train?
That's coming up is basically what.
Good place for an ambush. I haven't seen it yet. I'm just assuming that's what I say because I'm cool. See a picture of Grakkel?
It's a long stretch bridge with a really far fall.
Shit.
Good place to hide.
Good place to
Although
get
if-
flung out.
There are these things, they disappear. We could just kill one of the choir and see if they turn into a big poof of smoke.
Okay,
That means that-
Grakkel, you're looking around and you're gonna climb up onto the roof.
Yep.
Okay, you're up on the roof and you can see 2 train cars back. The dozen Elsyrian bush monkeys all climbing along the roof, heading forward. What is that?
I'm hitting the roof of the car like
Oh,
SOS.
oh yeah, yes, Grakkel, says Chaga. I'm still dealing with Mort here.
I'll climb down. The dozen monkeys are coming up. The two cats
Chaga, my name is Trom.
on the roof.
Fudge.
Indeed. Did they see me? I was stealthing. I didn't roll.
You've ruined Fudge for me, Mort.
Are you sure I did?
They're coming.
You're just about the grossest thing I've ever met.
I cannot believe this. I'm upside down outside of the train.
All right, give me your
doppelgangers are coming, and you're worried about fat.
give me your stealth check, Grakkel.
Okay.
Imagine Chaga is saying that about Mort, and Chaga rides with a plague druid.
45.
Who eats garbage?
Okay, so you're down low along the train. You found like a little bit of a bump along the top of the train, like an exhaust port or something like that, to kind of hide behind. And you're looking. You can see the monkeys continuing to move up. Meanwhile, we've got Barnabus, who's moved up in the passenger car, and you can hear the Wynn family talking.
He just knocks on the door.
Give me a haste in like 30 seconds.
Okay, 7 opens the door. Oh, Barney.
Yeah, we've got monkey problems.
Monkeys? Like real monkeys or the fake monkeys?
Like bush monkeys. Traveling in a pack on the roof, according to Grakkel.
I'll protect my family, says Tassara.
Yeah, just keep them here.
I got a knife, says Tassara.
Of course you do. He closes the door.
Okay. You can hear spell casting from both Spark, Tassara, and perhaps even Glaren at this point.
Oh, bless you, 6th level casters, bastards.
And Barnabus will return to his car to shit his pants as, oh, they're fucking coming now. Okay.
Yeah, you return to the car. You can see Chaga and Mort. Chaga trying to help dress Mort, complaining. Mort's just ready. The scepter that they took out of your hat, as well as Mort's.
No, I like to hang to the right.
Tetsubo. I don't care. Adjust it later. Grakkel. You see one of the monkeys points forward, and other monkeys moving around him.
They're coming. Okay.
All right.
Hold them off. They're just monkeys.
Junker and Ghost, you guys are moving up.
So, I'm gonna activate my long arms. I believe I can be. Can I hide in the middle so that I can be able to reach them all?
You are hiding generally in the middle of the top of the train. Yes.
No.
And then
Damn it! Twitch again.
Junker and Ghost, what are you doing?
They're going forward. If we smell the people that went into this cabin here, we're gonna sniff their farts through the bathroom door to see if they smell arcane.
Yeah, you catch the whiff of arcane scent. These two are both. Oh, give me your check.
All right, I was about to get free info. I think it's a plus 16. So if there's 6th caster level or less, he auto makes it, or 7th caster level or less. So 23rd level caster or 12th level caster.
Nope, they both can cast 2nd level arcane spells.
All right, there's a little bit more pep in their step. Is they're like, oh, this is a bunch of bullshit. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! They're trying to make their like, they're going quick. Excuse me, pardon me. Oh, sorry, and they're like doing the Nizumi I can fit in one space thing, and just they're going back to the cabin.
One's riding the other.
Are they going ahead?
Yeah, they're trying to get back to the group.
So you get to this.
It's either that or I'm in the shitter for the whole ride home.
you get to this door and you realize that these people have not. You can see the conductor and the deputy kind of heading back up, and you notice that these people are all out of their chairs, and through the kind of foggy glass of the window, you can see all of their forms starting to change.
Oh god, fucking goddamn! Oh.
You also hear this weird like twisting of leather and bones popping.
All right,
and this harsh kind of like.
Okay, we're in this bathroom. That door's closed. It is locked.
Okay, so you hop into the bathroom, And you lock the door. All right.
And they start to they get their bows out of their extra-dimensional spaces and their arrows.
Okay, so you guys are trying to get your weapons out and shit like that. You actually notice you hear the door across the way opening, and then there is a strange kind of set of shadows along the bottom crack of the door, and you actually see the door jiggle a little bit. And in a very raspy voice,
Locked. Then assume you aren't here.
How does the toilet goes through a thing that then flushes out onto the tracks?
yeah, the toilet basically has a lever that opens a hole that goes into the tracks, basically. Like, you might be able to
A little squeeze down there, but it's probably easier just to kill these two fuckers. So we're gonna start buffing in the bathroom, get our gear out.
Okay, so it takes you probably 2 rounds to get a weapon apiece out.
Okay, pulling out the weapon out of the efficient quiver and.
All right, 2 rounds. Grakkel, you just waiting for the monkeys?
Yeah, as soon as they come into range. Can I let them walk past me so that I get up and I can strike a whole bunch as they move?
Yeah, that's what you're trying to do. You're hiding behind an exhaust
Get away their
vent.
movement and 3 or 4 of them. That's what I'd like to do.
Sure, if you're waiting for them to come swarm all of you, you're kind of, yeah, that's fine. So the monkeys in 2 rounds have made it to the passenger car. They're at the back of the passenger car. They've all hopped across. They seem to be waiting for their fellows.
I can't. Shit.
So you're just waiting. 2 rounds. All right, Ghost, Junker.
Okay.
Barnabus, you came back. Chaga and Mort are still working on the armor. What are you doing?
Tick, 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 tick.
What?
Are you banging on the roof, Grakkel?
Yeah, I'm knocking with my hand.
Okay. You're gonna have to be really loud for them to
It's a
hear
train.
you.
Shit. I'll stealth to the window. The one cat. If you're going to do some helping with your spells, do it now. Or wait, or how long did it take him to get over a cart?
A couple rounds. They're monkeys. They move like men.
They will be here. They will be here in less than 30
Climbing. They move as fast as men.
They will be here in less than 30 seconds.
You've got this. Don't worry.
Wish-
Gives you like a
You-
shot on the shoulder.
Fly, maybe?
Yeah, just in case. Cast fly on you.
Oh yeah, sure. Cast your spells, so I have to lay hands on Mort here.
You've already started. Don't says both of us getting infected.
I swear, Barnabas.
Spider across the crotch.
There are things about Mort I did not need to know.
Yeah. Didn't know you could have 5 nipples, did you?
I was gonna go for 3 testicles with 5 nipples.
Those aren't nipples, Mort. They're boils.
No. This one's a mushroom.
Marty, some wants.
And I'm delicious.
Sorry, Ahmed.
I'd like to start using some wands.
All right, so you go back to your hiding spot and you're trying to activate wands.
Yeah. How many can I get off before they're all on me?
You attempt your first one.
Okay. Use magic. Plus 16. This is Cat's Grace. Yep, there we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yep, that's not working anymore.
You got a 1?
I got a 2.
If you don't fail on a 1, you can keep trying. Like it's if you roll a 1 that it doesn't work.
Marty, can I try again?
Oh, next round. Yep, you could see where the monkeys got in that first round. They're now at the front of the cart.
Okay. Can I use it, stow it, and be ready?
It's a standard action to activate a wand, a move action to
Sure.
put something away. You're not readying anything.
Standard action. Okay. I'll try that.
Okay, what wand are you trying to use?
This is Cat's Grace.
Okay. Go ahead again.
Hey, there we go.
All right, so you activate the spell from a wand. Let's see if the monkeys see you. What was your original stealth?
40. I have to roll. I have to look. That was 40 something. 45.
And you were casting spells from your hiding spot, so that stealth drops tremendously. You can hear a couple of the monkeys starting to roar, and now they're all roaring.
Great. Good stuff.
That round, they all hop across.
Okay. They see me, I assume. I safely presume.
Yeah, I'm just going to move you off to side representing the roof. And you notice, Grakkel,
Mm-hmm.
that two of the monkeys, one of the monkeys stands up.
Yeah.
And he looks like a hobgoblin.
Oh, it looks like me.
Which kind of hobgoblin?
Like me.
The monkeys all part.
You don't want to lose this duel, man.
You probably got better gear.
The monkeys all part. Like he actually waves. He draws what looks like an elven curve blade. No, actually, he's trying to be you. It is a hob thin blade.
Oh,
And he waves towards you and takes a stance that you're wondering if you think you're a better swordsman than he. His
Time to fuck him up. Okay.
the monkeys
so
they're all they look like they're gonna hang back a little bit.
15, 16, 14. Thanks for the no bonuses, guys.
Your double day.
3, 24. All right.
Barnabus and
Okay,
his clothes have
Grakkel's gonna come forward 5 feet and wait for him.
Okay. I think now is the time for initiative, as we've got other things that are going on. I think Junker is opening the door so that Ghost can shoot a bunch.
Can I get your rats out?
How many rounds of buffs did they get in that?
2 rounds.
2 rounds?
Yep.
Yeah, that probably should be enough. We're gonna get.
You don't forget you got a fly spell, eh, Grakkel?
No.
Bark skin and
I'll just put it on you.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. Oh, Marty, I am defensive.
Oh, yeah. Seeing yourself, Grakkel, like a perfect duplicate of yourself, give me a will save to see if you're shaken.
Okay. I'm using my Charmed Life.
Okay. I imagine if you bumped into yourself,
Oh.
you'd be a little bit scared.
19.
19. Okay, you're not shaken for the fight against your double, the one that is trying to replace you.
Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
And then simultaneously, a door is opening, and Junker, you find yourself face to face with not one, but two likenesses of you almost exactly.